Example 2 on page 643. F of x is equal to 3x squared plus 12x plus 13. Find the vertex, line of symmetry, maximum and minimum value, then graph f of x. Alright, so we learned in the last section, when you're given the function f of x equal to a times x minus h squared plus k, in the last section, this a right here tell you whether the parabola open upward or downward, okay? So a tells you open upward or downward, okay, the parabola. This h right here tells you shifting left or right, okay. K tell you shifting up or down, okay. And then now A tell you up or down. Now A also tell you this: if A is greater than 1, the parabola is shrinking, or thin, you want to call it. So if A is less than 1, the parabola is widening or fat. Okay? So make sure you understand all these will help you to come up with the correct graph. Now, beside that, vertex. Vertex is here or here. Okay, vertex. This is vertex. We can label as V or V here. Vertex in this case is the minimum point. Vertex in this case is the maximum point. Okay? So vertex can be located at H, K. H is this, K is this. Okay? So when you find the vertex based on H and K. Let's see. Again, minimum. Minimum when you have the parabola open upward, okay, right here is the minimum, and maximum when your parabola is open downward. So this part right here is the maximum. Okay? Alright, so when we graph this, we have this f of x equal to 3x squared plus 12x plus 13. This function does not tell us what is h, what is k, what is a. So it does tell us a, which is 3, but we don't know what h and k is. So I would recommend you to convert, rewriting this equation in terms of this function, where you can see h and k. So here how you do it. F of x equal to factor out the 3. We're going to complete the square. Remember, when you're completing the square, the coefficient of x squared must be 1. That's why I factor out the 3. Plus the remaining is 4x. And then this constant term here, is leave it outside. We only use the term with the x. Okay? So 3x squared plus 3 times 4x is 4x. I've just checked it. Now, let me make more space here. For completing the square, you use the term with the x that raised to the first power, 4x here. So the coefficient is 4. you're going to take half of it, so you divide by 2, and then you're going to square it. Okay? Now 4 divided by 2 is 2, and you square it, and leave it as this form with the exponent. So I'm going to add here 2 squared. Now if I add 2 squared, I change the problem, right? So to compensate, I will subtract 2 squared, because 2 squared minus 2 squared is 0. So in a sense, I'm adding 0. Okay? So this is how you obtain 2 squared, by using the coefficient of x, take half of it and then square it. You get this value. Then you add it to here, and don't forget to subtract. Same value. Alright, so we can split this constant plus 4x plus 2 squared. I'm going to split this constant, but when you split it, don't forget the 3, the coefficient 3 here. It's like the distributive law. Make sure you also have this 3 go with it when you split it. Similar to distributive law, 3 times 2 squared. Okay, I'm splitting this negative here. 3 times 2 squared plus 13. And then we can, because completing a square, the goal is to obtain a square. So after completing the square, I can write this trinomial, 3 terms with x, plus, because this term for x has side positive 2 squared. Okay, that's why we're completing the square, so that we combine these 3 trinomials. We complete a square so that we can turn this trinomial into a squares. So minus 3 times 4, this is 2 squared is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, plus 13. Simplify, we have 3 times x plus 2 square. Negative 12 plus 13 is positive 1. Okay? Now, we have this form now, a, h, and k. So let's recognize which one is a. So a is equal to 3. H, which is equal to negative 2. Make sure you see this, negative 2. How about k? K is equal to 1. Okay? So a is positive, so your parabola is open upward. Okay? And because 3 is pretty big, so your parabola is going to be skinny parabola. Okay? And h will tell you that this parabola will shift to the left 2 units from the y-axis. This will tell you that the parabola will shift up 1 unit from the x-axis. So let's graph this. Make sure you have these important information. Alright, let's determine. They say find the vertex, right? So vertex is equal to hk. Now what is hk? Hk, h is negative 2, k is 1. So this is vertex. Line of symmetry. Now, for a parabola, the line of symmetry is the line that goes through halfway of the parabola. So that this half is equal to this half. So this is the line of symmetry. And you notice that this point right here is the vertex, hk. So that means the line of symmetry is equal to x equal to h. For the case that you have the parabola open upward or downward, the line of symmetry is x equal to the h. Okay, when parabola open upward or downward. Alright, so what is the line of symmetry? So line of symmetry is x equal to h, right? Which is, h here is negative 2. So we got vertex, we got line of symmetry. Let's see what else we need. and then max and minimum values. Now you know your parabola is open upward because A is positive. So find minimum and maximum. We know the minimum is going to be the vertex. Okay, so minimum. So let me see. Minimum, maximum values points. Example 2. In this section, 7.6. To make sure I got everything. Yeah, as I expect, there's no maximum for this k because the smallest is this value right here for function f, which is k is equal to 1. Okay, the smallest value equal to the function which is 1. Okay. So the minimum value is 1 because the smallest one of the function f of x. So there's no maximum. As you see, this parabola is continuing increasing. There's no maximum. Now this is just a rough sketch of the parabola. Now let's formally graph it. So we got the minimum, live symmetry, vertex. Now let's graph it. So this parabola is open upward, shift left 2 units. So 1, 2, so 2 units to the left. And then you move up 1 unit. So this vertex right here is -2 and 1. Your parabola open upward. And because A is 3, so it's pretty wide. So make a y parabola. Okay. So this is rough sketch of the parabola. So your parabola is vertex as -2, 1, and it's open upward. And vertex is -2, 1. Live symmetry is x equal to -2. So live symmetry is right here at the midline. Okay. Not very accurate stroke right here. So this is live symmetry, okay? My graph is not very straight, but it's the live symmetry is parallel to the y-axis, okay? The live symmetry. So we have here line of symmetry. Is x equal to -2 and is parallel to the y-axis. Okay. This is how you saw example 2.